All right, so today is May 7th, 2024, and this is episode 3 officially of Logical Sports. We got a new person with us, Phil Pell. Cuzzo,
Yeah.
how you doing today?
Yo,
Good,
I'm
good.
here. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, let's get right into it. So, like I did on my last episode, I am going to start doing every episode. Is a little breakdown of what we're going to be talking about um, in order. So first, it is the first. I mean, we are done with the first round of the playoffs. It's officially the second round of the playoffs, and as of right now, every team has played their first game of the second round of the playoffs. So we will be diving into that, going each series, picking them, seeing who's going to win, what each team needs to do to win, and who is the best player of each series, and that should be a little fun. We're gonna go in order from Dallas, OKC, Boston to the Cavs, Knicks to Pacers, Denver Timberwolves, and then after that, transition into the new era of the NBA with all these young cats coming in and taking over. We're gonna chop it up about that and who should be and who will be the next face of the NBA with all these young players going on. I already got my opinion. I already know who I want. And then lastly, we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, who should be the next coach for them, and who will be the next coach for them. And then after that, it's a little freestyle talk about what we want. So with all that being said, let's get started with the game that most recently ended. Dallas versus OKC. OKC won and did their thing. The final score was 117 and 95. OKC taking over, winning the first game at home. Um, I watched this whole majority of this game, and even though they won, it did not to me feel like Dallas was overwhelmed. Like it seemed like they still got a good chance of fighting. Like, granted, okay, it was hot, but I feel like to me that Dallas still might have a chance. I mean, they lost the first game against the Clippers. So, yeah, that's just what I think. I'm going to go ahead and have Phil come in and give me a little what you think about how this series might go. How do you feel about this game one performance from both teams? And go from there.
I'm surprised that you didn't think that they looked overwhelmed. You
It just
haven't, you
didn't look
haven't,
like it didn't look
you
like they
haven't, you
don't
haven't
have.
injured, you haven't injured Luca,
Yeah,
which already is overwhelming.
true.
But then
Kegler's out too.
you,
Keebler, what's his
Maxi
name?
Cleaver,
that's
Maxi Kleber.
Cleaver.
he's
He's
not.
out too.
He's not.
But
Sure, yeah,
that's another body
Yeah.
I
to
mean,
throw for Chet. Throw
I,
on Chet.
I understand that, but I mean, their strength is offense, right? And then the strength of
Right.
OKC is literally defense, and then they have some young stars that can score. So you put that defensive ratchet like Lou Dort on Luka Doncic is going to be a problem if
Even if he was healthy.
Luka still was going to get his. It was just going to be work, and so like him hurt. I'm like, nah. I mean, it did look like it was a struggle. I mean, how's he going to get back healthy without days of rest? Because
True.
he ain't gonna not play. He got to play. So
Coop
Yeah,
Ross, you want to
I
pitch in
agree
on
with
that?
you. Like they, it's not just that. Without the Luca thing, let's say Luca's healthy, they're not as athletic as OKC. Them boys are running up and down, getting easy
Young.
shots, young. Like, and they're playing with house money. They were. Me and people were just talking about the other day. They were barely over 500 last year. So now look what they're doing. They're playing. It's not hitting them yet. What's going on? Next year is gonna be pressure. Year after that, etc. But this year, go do what you're gonna do. Go have fun, whatever. Their coach is young too, so that nigga don't know what the fuck they doing either. Everybody young. Everybody figuring it
And
all
that's
out.
a very good point. And before I let you jump in real quick, Coop, I'm going to ask you this, Ross. Do you think that might hurt them in this playoff series? That
Event,
they are so young and
event,
that Luca has been to Western Conference Championship, Kyrie has been to the NBA Championship, Jason
here,
Kidd. Go
here,
ahead.
here's where it would take place in. Would be in the finals because I see Timberwolves beating Denver. Right, Timberwolves are fairly young, but they have veteran players around Ant, so that's where it will probably come in. But I feel like the athleticism will take them past them. It could, but if they play Boston, which Boston has been there, Boston is has a lot of years together, and White is going off, which is the third piece they needed. Hopefully, Porzingis to be ready. I think that's when it'll be where their youth, not their youth, but their lack of experience is gonna come into play. But right now, in this round, with the hurt Luka and everyone's not athletic, and then on top of that, everyone but only one person is in double digits in scoring in Dallas outside of those two. That's not gonna be enough. So yeah, they don't that youth thing is gonna be good for them this round and a half of next round.
That's kind of my point too. Where I was get to like, I put down they need to get continue to get production from the bench. Like they outscored them 36-17. Yeah. Like when Shea ain't got to do as much, and Chet ain't got to do as much, it only helps. So they can continue to make Luka and Kyrie defend. They have nobody who can really guard Shea. Or really, when Jay Will get off, it starts to get messy. Start to get, they get on fire. So if you continue to make them to defend, you won't win the series easily. That's why I was confused when you say they didn't look overwhelmed. That first play, I seen Shea come down, boom, 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 smooth layup. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a tough night for them boys. They have nobody to guard him, so it's looking scarce for Dallas, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's a good transition into. What does Dallas need to do to win the series, and what does OKC need to do to win the series? I'm gonna piggyback off of what Koo said. They need someone else to start scoring. Like, who is that going to be? That guy, Tim Hardaway Jr. I think he's coming off of injury, but I think he can be that guy. He's been that guy throughout. He showed sparks throughout the whole season, dropping a 20-point, 30-point game here and there, just 6 for like 8 from the 3-point line, whatnot. And just having like really good games who can come up. I want to see Lively to do some more stuff. Personally, I feel like Derek Lively should be on Chet majority of the time, and like I want to see some more production out of them. But the bench probably looks even right now like kind of fake because it put a lot of people in at the fourth quarter.
That's what I'm saying.
So like it doesn't look like even so. There's only 11 point score, one person who had in double digits, and you're gonna need more than that to be OKC. And yeah, so let's continue going around.
You think Dante Exum is about to step up?
I don't think he will be. I think it honestly has to be Tim Hardaway Jr. Or you just have one of those Luka Kyrie type games, where I don't think that's going to happen because Luka is hurt.
That's
but Kyrie can drop a 40-point game.
They have to dominate.
That's Luka and
Kyrie have to dominate.
You ask what contains. It's like it's really unrealistic to find anybody on their bench that you can just say I can rely on that's going to give me 20-some points tonight. Like not a night, 20-some points on a night.
You just need it for 4 nights.
You know what I mean? And you need at least one of them to come through, and because it can't. Just the thing about the playoffs is they see you game after game. The game plan is going to so you can't show me the same pick and roll.
I got my stock in Jason Kidd though. With that being said, like the way he made adjustments in the Clippers game, like I like that a lot. And then they just dominated since. So like I feel the inexperience could hurt OKC because Jason Kidd can probably maybe throw something that no one's expecting that could work.
Yeah, but and who's gonna make that shot?
We're asking. The question is, what do they need to do to win? So that's the question I'm answering. So just throwing it out there. You're not wrong. Well, everything you're saying. I'm just saying, like, what in the perfect world, no, or just in the reality world, does Dallas need to do? And that's what I.
Luka and Kyrie, they gotta dominate, bro, and they gotta, like you saying, they gotta get more help on the bench. That's just simple.
Is there numbers you want to put behind that? Like they both have to get at least this amount of money.
40
every game. 40 for both 40 or together. Each
together. It definitely can't be together.
It
definitely can't be together.
That was tonight.
Yeah,
honestly,
it definitely can't be
they
together.
They gotta have 40 apiece because there's nobody else, and then you're gonna need Washington and Gilbert to hit their shots when they open, bro. You gotta make them shots, and then like you say, Tim Hardaway can't go 0 for 5 from 0 for 4 from 3, 1 for 5 from the game. You gotta put more shots up, and you gotta hit them. For them, but like I said, I just don't see it happening. I mean, it's game 1, but shit, they just look. Shea only had 28. He about to drop 40. He better. I'm telling you, hey, it's about to get wicked.
I'm
And
just I'm like, who's like Derrick Jones? Like,
I don't understand like the bench. They ain't got. It's like and Lobby not even starting.
But at the
He's a
same
bench
time,
player.
though, to piggyback off your point, if Kyrie and Luka are getting 40, the bench is gonna have a lot more open shots to do something. Like
not
the
necessarily.
role
Gotta
players
make
have a
them.
lot of open shots to do something too. So like
They
they
have
can go hand in hand. Like
not
it's gonna get
You know what I'm
easier
saying?
for them at least. If they're
Hardaway
dropping 40, it's gonna
having
get
some
easier
shots.
for everyone else on the team. Huh?
It should, in theory, it should.
the
in theory.
fact that Luka and Kyrie are on the court, everybody on the court has open shots.
True.
I mean, you can't
Yeah.
use
Take
that.
the
They
most
gotta
minutes on the
make the
team.
shot. The fact that Luka and Kyrie are on the court, they demand a double team, both of them. So it's like somebody else is open. Pass the ball and make the shot. What's happening? They not making the shots. And also, what's happening is
Make shots.
the defense. Like OKC is so much a
Long,
better,
so
longer
yeah.
defensive athletic team. It's
Young.
like you can't slow pace me and then think I'm gonna do the one pass, then the hockey assist pass to the next person to be open because they didn't rotate it.
We there, yeah. We
I
there.
done showed
We
you,
there.
and I'm here. It's like they got the answers to the test. To be honest with you, you was like Derek Lively. They also have a Chet Holmgren. It's about the same size and a better offensive player. So you negate what he can
Just
give
as good
you
defensively.
Right, he can give you the same thing defensively, but he can also stretch you out and
Drop
move him
25 on your
to
head.
the 3-point line. And then what? It's open season at the basket. Like they got the answers to the test with them. It's just there's no answer to Kyrie and Luka when they get on. That's the only thing that they can survive on. And to hurt Luka, I'm like they pressed. To be honest with you, very pressed.
Ross, what you got for Dallas to win? What do they need to do?
yeah,
Anything different? Anything?
piggybacking off of what I was saying earlier, they just got to hit the open shots. Penny Hardaway had a set where he just kept bricking. Shots were there; they were looking good. Now, granted, it's coming off of injury, yada yada, but open shots, and they could like get paid to do. It wasn't he? They were asking him to go around. No, it was wide open. 3 front rim, 3 side of the rim, like back to back. You know what I'm saying? So if he can go off, he would be my X factor. If there's an X factor, I'll put money on him. I want him to go off. He can give them 25. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, cool. I'm just saying they
Right.
wouldn't.
But if they were to win, that needs to happen.
Yeah, I think it's Guilford.
Gotcha.
Guilford or Washington. They gonna have to go
PG Washington.
not go crazy, but give you one of those 20 and 10 games. Like you
Or
got
both of them.
or that, yeah, it's 15 apiece, and and let Kyrie, and Luka assist off you, and hopefully
likely. But the problem is, Kyrie and Luke are so ball dominant. Yeah. You don't have time to move the ball around. Other people get their shots, getting groove, getting rhythm, and that's where the opposite end of the sword comes in. Last year, you got both of them. You can speed up, slow it down. But now, whenever you need one person to have a systematic flow, you can't do that for the other people. Because when you have a superstar, no matter what team you are, you can fit in and you're going to get your point. Harden can play anywhere. He's going to get points. He's going to get his assists. But everybody else won't. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening with Dallas. And I don't know. The way they play is just not fitting because they don't hit the open shots. Like, they need 3-point shooters around them. They have other slashers. They have, like, Penny Hardaway is another Kyrie. Honestly, they need a Clay type. They need someone who just shoots threes, sit there, shoot through. We're going to see you.
Derrick Jones Jr.?
That.
He can't hit three like that. He's a dunker, bro.
Yeah, dunk contest.
Dunk contest,
that's what
starting.
it's a 32-year-old 6'10" Maxi Kleber, right? Like the stretch power forward. That is their shooter. That's their literal. All right, he stretches the court when they're in, and he's out. They've lost their like literal one sniper, and the second one should be Tim Hardaway Jr., but that's the reason why he went to the bench in the first place, because he was a sniper one game and then he was MIA the next game. But he gonna keep shooting it just. So they relegated him to a bench role,
That's right.
True. Flipping it over to the other side, let's start with you, Phil. OKC. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and say real quick, just keep running. They are literally the youngest team in the NBA history to ever win a second-round game, ever. So use that. That's all I got to say for them. What they did today was enough. What you got, Coop? Phil.
Don't change nothing. Literally do everything that you were doing right now. Don't. They've been doing it
Which
since
consists of
the regular season and steamrolling through the playoffs too. I don't even know if they nil a loss at this point. So I mean, like, don't change nothing. Keep on rolling. Shea is that dude. Uh, it's funny when the Clippers was doing that trade for him or whatever, and they said no a lot before they eventually made that trade with OKC, and I was like, dang, I ain't know they really love that. They must love that little young cat, and I was like, they was right. They was overright.
Mm-hmm.
Doc
They
Rivers didn't
almost
want to trade him. I remember watching that. He
they
did not
did.
want
It
to
took a
trade him.
lot. I mean, that was the Chris Paul trade, right? Like they took a lot to make that
Uh,
trade. Not Chris
Chris
Paul. I mean,
Paul, PG3,
right,
PG13,
Paul George.
PG3. Paul George, yeah, Paul George, PG13.
But Chris Paul was still there though.
No.
When Shea was there,
No.
they played a year together.
Oh, a
When
year.
they
Yeah,
had
yeah,
played
yeah.
Yeah.
the
But
AC.
that wasn't
Yeah.
the trade that happened though.
Right.
No,
That
they
was
sent him
To get him away.
It was a year after that. No, because like it was Westbrook got traded to the Rockets, and we trade them CP3, and they didn't
right.
have Paul
So
George
that's
and
how that was.
CP3 on the
That's how
team.
that was in that trade.
Yeah,
No, it was that's how Paul George got from Oklahoma, OKC
yeah,
to the Clippers.
gotcha. Okay, but Coop, which same thing? We do exactly
Yeah,
what
I
they
mean,
did today.
like I was saying earlier, just gotta make Luka defend, Luka and Kyrie defend, and continue to get that production from your bench. 36 points in like key minutes, not in no garbage time
I'm
minutes.
talking about OKC.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
They scored 36
okay.
points and off the bench. So continue to get that. Like y'all said, continue to run. They can't outrun y'all. And make Luka and Kyrie. Luka played 41. Kyrie played 37 minutes. They was played the most minutes on the team. Make them defend. They gonna score their points, but it's gonna be tough. So make them defend. I think you're gonna run them out the gym. They're just too young for the dudes. Because they like the Clippers, but younger. They got the same length on the wings. They can score.
Honestly.
They just younger. They can run with anybody. I would love to see them in Timberwolves. That would be a great matchup.
Hell yeah.
Then the Clippers, and that Kawhi Leonard is playing at
Yeah.
a Shea.
Out to them.
All right, Ross. Anything to add to it for OKC with the new to win?
They don't got nothing they need to do. Keep it
Right.
keep it.
Carrying on. Sound like I know where a lot of y'all will go, but who do y'all have winning the series and how many games? I'm gonna let you start, Ross. I'll do mine last.
Ooh. Well, I bet against Dallas last time.
Hmm.
Should have happened because I said they had to win this. Right? I'm doing it again because
Okay.
OKC is just looking. I'll be really surprised if Luka and Kyrie take down OKC. Like they on a roll. It's one of those things where they're just on a mission. They got to be stopped by immovable and
So you're
immovable
going
objects.
against Dallas again.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I'm feeling the
No,
same
but
way.
what you have the series though? Hold up.
Oh, yeah.
What you got the series going?
But in 5 because Dallas gonna
Hold up. Let me write this shit down. Hold up. I'm gonna write it on my phone this time.
Put it in your phone.
Yeah, or down paper.
This is out of
All
respect.
right, Ross. You got OKC beating the Dallas Mavericks in
5. I want to say sweep. I'll say a gentleman's
5.
sweep. 5.
That's a gentleman's sweep. 5.
They should, between Kyrie and them, out of 7 games, they can get 1.
They could have a nuclear game, right?
Only people I beat OKC is themselves, bro. Like in this series, I'm talking like they only can beat themselves. Like if Shea go out there have too many. Like in the first quarter, he was turning the ball over too much, but then he locked in, started assisting, started getting rebounds. Nigga almost had triple double.
And to piggyback off of that, you know how I always say, and I've been saying this all season, young teams do stupid shit. I have not been seeing them do stupid shit. Like they've been playing it pretty good. They haven't been doing a lot of unnecessary turnovers. Where it's like, why slow it down? They would slow it down when they need to. They get their shots. Like they move fast, but you know what I'm saying? They don't do a lot of unnecessary turnovers and shit.
Coach of the year for a reason.
Yeah. he seems to lock them in when they need to be locked in. Like you said, when they turn the ball over in the first quarter, they was turning up. But they had like 6 in the first quarter. They was turning over. They niggas lock back in, start playing really good defense, start getting fast breaks, and it was just they start running them.
Yeah, and as many fast breaks they get, you would expect a young team to have a lot more turnovers.
Yeah,
got you. So
I
what
got
you got?
7-game series though. I got Dallas
7-game
fighting
series?
hard. Got Dallas fighting
Okay.
hard. I think Luka and Kyrie gonna do their thing. They greats for a reason. So, but I just think the young team they're gonna have a. I think Shea gonna have one of those MVP because I think he's the MVP in my opinion. He's gonna have an MVP game like a 45, 10 and 10 type shit. Like I can see it coming in game 7. Like he's gonna turn up.
Switching
So
up
I got
on
Dallas.
your pick.
I got OKC. Yeah, because
I mean, new information happens.
Yeah. I might have had Dallas at first, but they can't guard them. I'm being generous. I'm giving them 3 games. So I'm Luke and Kyrie, but it could be 5 or 6 or something less than that.
Hold up, Ross. Let's hold up. Let's get through Phil first, just to keep things going. Going back.
No, you could ask Coop. Go ahead. Mine ain't gonna be long. Go ahead.
Oh, Coop. We got Coop. I got Coop in 7. He said Dallas. He said okay.
No, I have a question though, real quick. Only one. So after everything you said about OKC and how good they are and the advantages they have, how do you see them losing 2 to 3 games?
Like I just said, themselves. That's a game. Kyrie and Luka gonna give that's 2 games apiece. I got them. They gonna beat themselves one of these games, and Kyrie gonna explode and Luka gonna explode. They like you say, it might have to be together, or it might be a Luka game where the other step up, or in a Kyrie game the other step up type shit. They play off each other. Yeah. I think they get them 3 games, but I think this young team still has what they did tonight in the bag, and they're gonna continue to do that. They're gonna do that for 4 games. They might win these first 2, go to Dallas, lose 2 on some young shit in Dallas. Go on some young shit, go down there, not focus, and then they come back home, win. Just like that. And I think they come home and wrap it up.
Okay. Dig it.
What you got?
Right. Good question. Nah, if this was Spade, I said they got 1 in the possible. To be honest with you. I think OKC got them. I'm gonna say 4-2. I think Dallas will get that possible.
Yeah.
But I mean, from what we were saying earlier to start about what we saw in this game or whatever, it's like I just don't see where even with great coaching, even with how we switch up the scheme, it's like the stuff that has to go right for them and also has to go wrong for OKC is like a lot. To where over the course of 5 and 6 games, it's gonna be too much. You know what I mean? Too daunting. I get you, Coop. I feel the same way. One game they gonna beat them. No, one game they're gonna beat themselves, right? It's a young team. Like one game is just gonna be the shots just ain't gonna fall and it's just not gonna recover. I just think that game is gonna coincide with either one of those Luka and Kyrie going nuclear games. So that's the one. And then the possible if they have another game where they go off, that's the extra one. But I'm like,
after that,
it's a wrap. It's Rapsky after that.
Yeah.
So 4-2 OKC.
Yeah.
All right. You going with Dallas?
All right.
You already know. You already know, Coop. You already knew it's Dallas in 7. I think Dallas is gonna take game 2. I think Dallas is gonna have to take game 2. I feel like OKC won't be locked in enough for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just think that. And that's going to have those pickup games that y'all talking about. That's going to be the young game. And that's going to be the game that Kyrie goes crazy. And I think if this series gets close, the games get closer. That's what I would believe. And as the games get closer, I trust Luke and Kyrie to finish more so than just Shea to finish. They got 2 people that can finish strong. If it's under a minute left, 4-point game, I can see that happening in this series. And with that happening, I trust Luke and Kyrie to make the necessary needed plays over a young OKC team. I think OKC is going to have another blowout game, but I feel like every other game after that, every game between that, it's going to be a close game. And in close situations, I'm trusting Luke and Kyrie. I'm sorry. And I think that's how the series is going to go. Because if they win, Dallas win game 2, it's interesting now. The tension is going to be a lot higher. And what is OKC with tensions? We don't know yet. You know, they swept New Orleans. So like we haven't seen them be pushed back against a wall yet. How will they respond? As of right now, I think they will respond not well and like choke a little bit because it's just new to them and it's gonna be forced turnovers and shit. But there's a chance that they can take that stuff up. But that's what I'm betting on. It's a big gamble. But I feel like I have a feeling that Dallas is going to win game two, and after that, it's going to be a battle. And if it's a battle and the games are close, I'm trusting Kyrie and Luka, and that's what it's come down to for me.
Okay, I can dig it. I will say this. I see
There's
a
something
lot
behind
of,
it, right? It's a little something behind it. A
I
little
see
bit.
a lot of
Not,
the work
not a lot.
in OKC with how they play and how they move the ball and how they don't do anything stupid. And those are things I look for, like in winning a series, because there's a lot of stupid shit that people do that is just dumb things, and they don't do that a lot. Which why you have a 4-point game go to a 10-point game to 12-point game quickly because there's no stupid turnovers. You don't allow the other team to get back in it, and so that's where I kind of see where I'm like, Kyrie had 4 in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not, and I mean that's Kyrie thing. He's gonna have
He
it.
was, yeah, it
Westbrook,
was slow in the half. In the second half,
you know,
it was crazy.
you expect that type of shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's not. They're just not cohesive. You know,
Yeah.
and that non-cohesive can only go so far. You know, and I'm just like, come on. I just feel like when you run up against a team who is all in it together, especially you see at the end of their press con or at the end of their games, they're all in
OKC
there.
definitely has a
I've
better
seen
roster.
that before. We've seen that before, and like a lot of teams that do that do really good. You know what I'm saying? Don't last long. It ain't gonna be like that 2 seasons, but you see that. You know, so that's my thing on that. And I feel like the head coach,
All right.
he's been there
Before
since 14. You
I
know,
didn't know he was there for 4 years. I thought he just got there. Some
well,
shit.
he was their coach. I
it was
think for
Billy
like
Donovan still there for a minute.
But he was there. He's been
No,
coaching, head coach
for a
for
minute
4
too. Yeah, I
years.
guess
I
he's
didn't,
been
I didn't
gone
know that.
since
yeah,
he's been in
yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, he's been. I guess he's been there.
I
Since
didn't know.
Billy
I
Donovan.
didn't. I just haven't
And
heard
so
this
yeah,
dude's
they're
name
all
until
in
this year.
together. You know what I'm saying?
But
I
so
kind of
before we move on from this series, my next question, I think, just a quick fire shot answer Q&A. Who do y'all think is the best player in this series?
This year.
Anyone want to go first?
say.
Shay.
Quick
Ross
SGA.
got Shay.
I got
Shay.
SGA.
Phil.
Oh, it's Shaq Gilly.
I feel it's Luka. That's just me. That's just me. All right, moving on to the next series, which I think this will probably be a little quicker. Boston versus Cavs. My Celtics are going. I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Bro, please go watch the first episode, bro. He was not like this, bro. He was.
But I also said what I also say on the first episode. I was like, I would be so happy if they're good. That's what I'm rooting for them. I want to be wrong. That's what I was saying. I made wrong predictions. It's okay. I live with it. But at the same time, I am happy to see my Celtics winning, and they're winning handsomely. And like, y'all can go.
I put they got the best roster in the league. You gotta continue to play how they playing, bro.
Like, do y'all want to do a game breakdown, or do y'all want to just talk about the series itself? Because this game,
we can do the series itself.
Yeah, this series.
I think
I feel like the game breakdown is going to be what we're going to say about the series.
Yeah, they got the best roster, bro. They can continue to utilize that. Continue to I see Mitchell got off. I think Mitchell gonna get off all series. But if everybody else putting up 10, 7, and 14, you're gonna win the game. So
I mean, with no Jared Allen, they don't really have no real shot. Yeah. I mean, they missed their main defensive presence. I know Mobley's supposed to be there too, but he was there with him.
That's what I put down too. Mobley got stuff up. Like I said that a couple days ago, Brandon, to y'all. Like, he's not sold on him, bro. Like, he ain't over number 3 overall pick. He's not doing anything.
Man, one of these podcasts we gonna talk about that whole draft class.
I look back at it today. I was like, damn, what the hell?
The whole draft class looks so promising, and it's just like
going into it.
Majority of them is just like,
all right. What you got
little glimpses
about the series?
That's what I got for Boston.
Celtics, Cavs.
Sweep, get the broom.
Yeah, get them out of here.
Yeah. Somebody put these kids to
Well,
bed. Put them
I
kids
got a
to bed.
gentleman's sleep because I'm gonna give a gentleman's sweep because Donovan Mitchell's gonna have a
Because
45-point game. He's gonna go crazy
And
against
Darius
Houston.
Garland
Boston's
too. I
gonna
like
If
Darius
he was
Garland
scoring
too, but
45
I
tonight, they
still
would still lost
and
by
they
what
still
40.
yeah,
He got
he had
enough 30.
43. Yeah,
still good.
he can have 45 and only have
That's
8
what I'm
points.
saying. He's gonna get one. He's gonna get one. He's gonna get one. It's gonna be at home
It's
and
the
it's gonna be
others.
lit.
It's the
Get the
others,
bro.
bro.
I
Like
got 5-1. I got 5-1.
Garland gonna need a 30-point game. Garland can score 14. Like we're gonna need a 20, a 10. Like you're gonna need the assist. You're gonna need to do more than what he's doing.
Where's the
Yeah.
random ass Derek White? Like you see how
Derek
they just
White,
popped
so
him, but he just popped
This is
a
the
big
best season
game,
of Black.
another random one. Because where are the people where are the folks that you're gonna guard, right? It's like, all right, there's a Drew Holiday, there's a Tatum and Jayden Brown. It's like but that's the thing. You have the random old ass Al Horford that's gonna make that shot too if you leave him open. Chris, it's
Corner
too many.
specialist.
Bro, they should win it all. Fuck the bullshit, Brandon. Are they winning it all this year?
I'll be
Go
happy.
ahead, Brandon.
We talk about that later. Let's
Bro,
continue.
go watch the first episode, bro. I'm telling you, go watch. That nigga,
That's what I'm really talking about.
he
This
was not talking like this, dog.
I
He was
said
not
I will
talking
be happy.
like this, bro.
I'm not
Yeah, that's
lying,
all
but
you was down them niggas, man.
I'm happy. Let me be happy for my team. Let me be happy.
I ain't say.
I had questions about Azula and he's answering them. That's what I said. I had questions about
said
Azula.
yes?
Now he's answering.
They're gonna
So,
win it all this year.
anyway,
Yeah, Denver.
Anyway, let's continue. Ross, what you
Is
got
that
the
a
series?
yes or no?
You had
Ross,
Denver, right,
what
bro?
you got the series? What's you got? Sweet Celtics, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
talking
Phil.
about-
Just you realize it's a podcast, so it's like this, please. So thank you. What you got, Phil, for the series? Is it sweet 4-0?
Yeah. Foregone.
Oh, gone.
Yeah.
Coop said sweep as well. Ross on it.
E40, we out here.
Gentleman sweep, maybe. Gentleman sweep. Put me
I
down.
said
Cool.
that's what I'm talking about.
4-1. 4-1. Is there anything that the Cavs to do to win this? I don't think so.
Pray.
They could pray. Yes, right.
I put down Garland needs to step up, and so does Mobley, and you can't just be D Mitchell. So
Yeah.
you gotta,
Yeah.
bro. Niggas gotta help him, bro. Help him. Help me,
Celtics,
nigga. He's
just-
living in body.
Yeah.
Celtics, don't turn the
They
ball
need an
over.
Isaac
Don't
Okoro
shoot
game.
yourself in the foot.
That's crazy to ask for. You asked for Isaac Okoro. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's not. No, sir.
Best player in the series, Jason Tatum, all across the board.
White.
Talent wise, I'm about to say. I've been telling you, Jaylen Brown is gonna be the dude. He hooping, bro. He hoop.
So you say Jaylen Brown?
No, talent. I'm gonna go Tatum. It's Tatum.
Okay. Phil?
He's just not consistent, man.
No.
Yeah, I mean I think it's Jason Tatum.
Tatum. Ross?
It's not
White.
Josh?
White.
Derek White? Okay. That's a respectable
Good
opinion.
series.
The way he's playing. And we argue it. All
He's
right.
almost all-star.
On to games. Series number 3, which is Knicks Pacers. The least watch of the series, I think, in my opinion. But not really because New York.
Good game. Yeah, it was a good game.
Okay. Start us off, Coop. Do you want to do it?
I
Y'all want to do a
haven't
game recap on this as well, or just the
I'm just
series?
doing,
Talk about
yeah,
the
what they
series.
need to do to win their series. The question is, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, the Knicks, they need to continue because they out rebound them, especially like offensively. Offensive rebounds, they have like 8 to they like 6 some shit. They really out rebound them, and just play with the energy, bro. It's like that dude, what's his name? Josh Hart, bro. He got 15 rebounds. I think it's like 6'4", bro. It's the energy. They be bouncing up and down the court. They play fast too. I know the Pacers play fast as well, but like they play a little bit more tougher. Like they going to get the loose balls. They doing all of the dirty work. So if they continue to do that and let Jalen Brunson do what he do, he's gonna drop 40. So let him do what he do.
Yeah.
Help him out. They gonna win this
y'all
shit.
boys.
young Ross.
Yeah.
That nigga-
I would.
Ross, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No,
Yeah. I'm going with the Knicks. I really thought that the Pacers' length would bother Brunson, but nothing bothers that dude. He's on a mission. He's just on a wave right now, and it's like I don't even know what to call it. You just can't stop him. It don't matter who's in front of him. You know what I'm saying? He was doing work on Embiid last series, and so to come and get the Pacers, nah. But the Pacers are a young team. and I feel like they're gonna get some dubs, especially at home. So I think it's gonna be a good long series. But I got the Knicks because I love to see the Knicks in the championship or in at least the Eastern Conference again.
With the Celtics, that'd be crazy.
Because I love what Josh Hart was doing. I told myself, I was like, man, he got to hit 24. He gets 24, and then he got like 28 or some shit like that. He was on one because he gets hustle points. You know what I'm saying? He gets like if Westbrook was a notch down, that's what he would be.
DiVincenzo been shooting that thing, bro. That nigga has not missed, bro. I don't see DiVincenzo miss his threes, bro. It's super.
I see it
taking over dramatic, but.
Y'all think more teams are gonna look into? You think more teams are gonna look into get college teammates together?
Yeah.
It's undeniable that all three of the Villanova players that played on the team is just because I mean you remember when
the Rockets
when he no I was about to say when how excited Brunson was when he found out that Josh Hart was coming over. It was like, oh, we got Josh Hart. We just like
chemistry. That's something. That's something. Like how LeBron and D-Wade did it. Like when you with your homies and you hooping with them on the same team, that chemistry.
That's not even the same though. They played on the college team.
Yeah, I'm saying they played.
That's what I'm saying. So like it's elevated times 2, 3, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like that translating to the NBA. Like I'm just saying in general, hooping with your homies, the chemistry is there. So if you did it in college, you can just have like that same lingo that y'all had in college. You say, oh yeah, let's do this play right here, whatever, and everyone already knows exactly what to do, like and be where they need to be at. And between them three, it's the ball moves around very well between those three, specifically through the game. So
yeah, that's the question. I say because I think the college it'd be gonna be more
they
players playing more than 1 or 2 years though. They're gonna be like there's gonna be more Brunsons and Josh Harts and DiVincenzo's coming out in the league. I feel like it's gonna be less one and dones. I don't see because the last few years have shown that it's very few college one and dones. They either went overseas or they playing that whatever that shit Amen Thompson played.
The G League, but the G League going away now.
That G League Unite team is gone. So I think it's gonna be more
because they got the NILs now, so that's why people not one and done it because I can make money in college. Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna maximize my 4 years of my NIL deal. Then I'll go to the league, see if I can take that going with a bag. But
so what's gonna happen to
it's gonna help them stay in the league more. But let's not get too
the G League Ignite team. The G League Ignite team. That's the team that was the high school team. If you come to high school, you go to G League Ignite.
They still gonna have the G League. They still gonna have people trying to get into the league. It's just not going to be incentivized with like the money thing. They literally gonna be niggas trying to get into the league.
You're not doing this to just to get some cash and then go be a
right.
Right. Work.
All right. Going forward, so with the Knicks, what do you have them needing to do to win the series, Phil?
I mean, stay aggressive. I honestly think they got to continue to ride the wave. I feel like they got probably one of the biggest hype trains of any team, like momentum going, because most of their games, even last series, have been tough, and they just kind of found a way to like ride it out at the end. And to honestly, it doesn't seem like luck. Looking at it, I talk about all of y'all like it's luck that goes into winning the championship. Every team that's won the championship has some luck on their side or whatever. But just watching them, it's like it looks like execution. Like, well, they did what they was kind of supposed to. They got
well coach. Even though he's not the most liked coach, he
the ball. That ended up in a wide open jumper. It's like, you know what I mean? They executed well at the end, and so it's just like keep on rolling with that grit and that wave, especially against the Pacers, because the Pacers is gonna give them a fight. Like I didn't say mine, but I think this is gonna be a 7-game series. I don't think the Pacers is gonna back down at all from them.
Let's piggyback off of that. What does the Pacers need to do to win this series?
Shoot, I mean, Halliburton has to take it personal when playing against Jalen Brunson. I know the heady point guard thing is a thing, but also this is the playoffs, and you going against a monster on the other side who's been dropping 40. The 10 assists is cool, but I'm gonna need you gotta have to get them 25
6 points
to
ain't gonna cut it.
30 points. Yeah, you're gonna have to get the 25 to 30. Like you're gonna have to take it personal that other man is coming after you. That's one big thing. Use Miles Turner a little bit more to because that's a big ace in the hole, especially I think that could unleash Tyrese Halliburton if they really use that pick and pop, a pick and stretch with that elbow jump shot a little bit more, stretch it out to where because Halliburton don't just jump on his jump shots. I mean, the more space he can get separation to get that jumper off, the better. You know what I mean? So I mean, they just kind of have to lock in and find a way to get Brunson off the ball. I mean, that's it. Get him off of the ball. I know he's the point guard, but run the trap. Literally, Josh Hart gonna have to beat you by 30, get 35 a game. If you die that way, you just die that way. But
you live with that, yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
What about you, Coop? I don't think I got you for the Pacers. What they needed to do to win?
Yeah, just clean up the offensive boards and keep running the fast break and like Phil said, get Halliburton going, bro. He got to get going. He can't. Those assists are cool, but 6 points is not gonna cut it. We need like he was supposed to be MVP, All-Star, vote. He was in those talks before he got hurt, before he really came back. Since then, he's like a fraud, man. He ain't been looking like the same dude. So it's just time to step up and be that guy that he's been claiming to be. So I think that they really got to get him going.
I agree with that. I would say the same for the Pacers. If Halliburton is going, he's going all stats. Like if he's shooting well, he's assisting well as well. So like if you get everyone else going as well, Miles Turner, I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he have like 4 or 5 threes in one of the games against the Bucks?
He can shoot. Yeah, he had 7 in one game.
Put him out there. Get that
he
can pop on with Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? That's Frankenstein.
That nigga missed 5. He missed 5. He had the 3s. They was wide open. He missed all 5.
Well, have him start knocking his shots down on that, and that can be something for real. But that's what I have for Pacers to win it. New York, just keep being dominant. Ride that, like what y'all said. Ride that wave that y'all on.
Yeah,
it's working.
Everyone's
like you are getting the crowd, like y'all. Those threes, the transitions, like the hustle plays, the offensive rebounds is going crazy.
They killing.
That's all just hard work. And
that's Tom Thibodeau.
It's got y'all this far. Why stop it now? Keep rolling with it. That's what I got. But I got New York 4-2 in the series.
Same.
I got
New York 4-2.
Coop 4-2. Phil
4-3 New York.
4-3 New York. Phil Coop said 4-2. Brandon said 4-2. Ross?
Yeah, 4-2.
4-2. Phil, I could have sworn you thought this game was going to 7.
That's what he said.
He just said
4-3.
Dumbass.
I mean, I'm just saying that Tyrese. I'm about to say Tyrese with a 6 point, 8 assist game, and they lose by 4 points. I'm like, that ain't gonna be reciprocated. Like he gonna switch that. And even Siakam with 19 points, like on 16 shots, I was like, he due for one good game too. I'm like, this series is gonna be one of them ones. It's gonna be tough. I think each game, minus every series generally have one random blowout in there. So, save for one of those games where the jumpers just ain't falling for whichever team. I think they match up pretty well, and again, this Halliburton game is like an anomaly. I don't see it be a consistent unless he get the playoff jitters too. We haven't seen him in a whole full playoff setting.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's true as well.
Yeah. That's the thing. I had to put it out there.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think we might be all in the same agreement. Best player in the series is Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, JB's.
Okay. Got it. Moving on to the last one. Timberwolves, Denver. Already up 2-0. And they're going home. They
Ooh.
might sweep. They might sweep. I don't
Mm.
see it happening.
It's
But
hard for me. It's hard for me to
it
say
would be
sweet. I
interesting.
can't. I can't.
I mean,
I
he
can't
swept.
think that
I didn't think he
Denver's
could
gonna go
sweep
like.
Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, but
I could.
I don't
What
know.
did I
I
say
thought there
when
would be
they got?
one game.
What did I say when that trade happened? They have no point guard. You can't take three
No one,
people that's used to
no one would
creating their
like.
own
No,
shot and
they
put
were
on the
better
team
off
and say
keeping Chris
one of
Paul
y'all
and
is
getting
gonna
nurtured.
pass it to the other ones, right?
Yep.
Right, and not completely f up their game, i.e., Bradley Beal.
Well, that's for another time. We can get into that later because I can go on forever on that. Okay, see, Phoenix. But yeah, so Jalen Brunson is the best player. We already moved on past that. Yeah, I think Minnesota to win is to do what they've been doing. They got bodies to throw at Jokic and they're throwing him, and that's having him. He looks aggravated, like he looks like disturbed the whole time he's on the court, and he's turned the ball over. Like I think he had like 6 turnovers in game one or something like that, and I'm like, they're just keep doing that and continue being the young man that you are. His boy is balling. He's one of my favorite young players right now. Anthony Edwards is keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what y'all doing. That's what the keys to success are. And y'all don't have to go Bear and y'all won by like 30. It's crazy. So maybe they better off with Gobert. That's just not. That's easily seen. But yeah, and I think for um, Denver to get into it is I I think Joker has to move at a little bit of quicker pace and get comfortable with it because you have to. And honestly, Jamal Murray has to get healthy. He's not healthy. He is not healthy. It is showing.
We ain't trying to hear that shit. He went healthy to Lakers either. Nigga dropping
Yeah,
45 points.
yeah,
They ain't trying to hear that shit,
that's
bro.
true.
These niggas
But
not
I'm
He
just
said,
healthy.
"Who
saying
not?
the
He said,
keys to
who not
success for
healthy?"
them though is
Murray.
Jamal Murray.
Well, he should probably keep his heating pad to himself.
Bro, I want to ask
Probably
that. Like,
might need to keep it. Might need to keep it on whatever what you hurt
Oh shit!
instead of
I
throwing
got
it on the
that.
court.
that nigga should be suspended, bro.
That's funny.
He
Honestly,
should have been suspended.
all that shit
Hey,
he did that
talk
game
about it.
too, everything he did, and they did the money signs to the refs, threw the heat pad,
Talk
threw the
about it.
towel. Like, he should have been suspended.
Talk
Like,
about it,
Yeah,
bro.
Draymond
I
Green
was
had a good
shocked that
tweet.
it
That shit
wasn't
was funny. Yeah, it was
because
crazy.
but
I didn't
yeah,
watch the
I
game. I
think
saw the replay. I was like, man, come on, you can't do that.
yeah,
You cannot do that.
yeah. But for the Denver Nuggets to win, Joker needs to be awesome because if he doesn't, they're not winning. Michael Porter Jr., you capable of being better. I think he needs to have a big game. I think that's their X factor. Because it seemed like they got Jamal Murray disgruntled, Joker disgruntled. Michael Porter Jr., it's time to show up. Number one high school recruit. But I think that's what Denver needs to win as well. Who want to go next?
No,
You
I
go,
could go
Ross?
next to Denver. Go ahead, Ross.
I wasn't saying nothing.
Go ahead. No, please go for it.
No, Denver. Jokic just need to get back to being like regular Jokic. He doesn't have to go superhuman, but I feel like regular Jokic is already like way above average anyway, right? So a normal Jokic, 20 something, 15 rebound, almost 9, 10, 11 assists game, whatever. Normal Jokic, which is a great stat for everybody else in the league, right? But Denver has a few different options that can go off and have good games. So I mean, they just gonna have to have consistently a lot more of that because if Jamal Murray is hurt, like again, Michael Porter Jr. is gonna have to step up. They got Aaron Gordon that can also step up too. Like they got pieces that can and shown that they could pop up and just give you some buckets if you needed to. It's just against Minnesota, you're going to need it, but it's going to be harder to come by because they're so long and great defensively. So it's like you're going to have to get whatever shots available to you and more likely probably going to be Aaron Gordon open 3-pointer in the corner. He gonna have to knock that thing down. No, which he can. That's what I mean. He's shown he can, and if as long as he make a couple, then he can force them to stretch out and then pump fake and go to the rack. Then you really open back up Jokic in that elbow jump shot where he's automatic. I told you, Jokic is automatic inside the paint. Giving the ball somewhere in that area is pretty much gonna go in. You don't even have to look at the basket. But you got to open that back up. Right now, it's not open because Minnesota got defenders that can stretch out. They can stretch out to Jokic. Nas Reed can stretch out. Karl Anthony Towns has used to been playing power forward this whole season, so he's used to staying at the 3-point line now. So they don't have that advantage of, the big is not going to press up on Jokic because he can shoot that 3. And when they do, then it opens up everybody to cut, and it's wide open. He's going to hit that pass. Like, they got to find a different angle. And again, I think all routes are going to lead to Aaron Gordon going to be open in the corner whenever they get the ball out of Jokic and like Murray's hand, and Shot got to get knocked down. But it can happen.
What do you have for Timberwolves to continue winning the series?
Keep having Anthony Edwards pump that confidence in the whole damn team. I literally think that's the biggest difference of anything else. Like, I think Karl Anthony Towns' whole career trajectory changer, Anthony Edwards, became his teammate and started giving him some of that. Because remember, we was like, what is Karl Anthony Towns doing? All this extra.
Yeah.
Who is this dude? This random aggressive? Like, we thought he was trolling or whatnot. Remember, I know we had a conversation before, and now it's like, no, he's gotten confidence that his teammate then brought up. This young cat that just walking around, and he even see it every day. Like, no, I got it, big dog. Okay, what y'all talking about? It's me, and it's always been me since he was like 19. And so now it's been a few years on the team. It's just been infectious. Because, I mean, who saw Nas Reed playing the way that he's playing? Like it's just the energy on that team. And then you have a calm veteran that Mike Conley. Oh, look, a point guard. It's funny how, like, it just steers a ship and, like, makes the offense, like, go. Weird how that works, right?
Yep.
But, I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, I got the same, man. Continue to do what you do. They got Denver. They have to get Murray, and Murray going really more than Joker, in my opinion. The Joker, he gonna get his. Like, he's like really set for at least 30. I don't say 30, but it's like 28, 10, and 9. He's set for that, really. If he having a good game, that's easy. So, but Murray, he was really frustrated. 3 for 18. I'm looking at. He was mad as hell. So if you got to get him going, like you said, get Michael Porter Jr. He have to play better. 1 for 7 from 3. That's not gonna cut it. That's an L most of the time. Most of the time, that's an L for them. So, and then like Minnesota side, just keep doing what you're doing. Like Phil said, no, they have no. Like I wrote down, they have no one to stop him. Nobody. They threw everybody, threw the whole team at the nigga. He cooked them all. They have nobody to stop him, man. Like you say, that energy that he bring, that swag, that confidence, it's only infectious to everybody else. And then they got some young dogs, Alexander. Like you said, Nas really got some younger players that's playing good minutes, and they stepping up, like performing. So continue to do what they're doing. I think they got it really. I say a gentleman sweep 4-1. I see them being 1.
Okay. Ooh. What you got, Ross? Anything you want to add on?
Yeah. Denver runs through.
What does Denver need to win, and what Minnesota?
Yeah. What Denver needs to win is they just got to spread the ball out. They got to get them away because they run through Jokic, and with both of them down there, Jokic isn't getting what he wants, which means everything else, like the river, is stopped. Like, I'm just looking at how they were last year, how they played against the Lakers. Everything went through Jokic, and then Murray got his shots. Jokic, and then Gordon got his shots. Jokic, and then this, that, and there. You know, because you're doubling on Jokic, and yeah, he's going to be open. They don't have to do that. Everyone can play the game, and then with Murray hurt, like, it's going to be hard for him. It's going to be hard for him because, like, even if you have Murray healthy and you somehow took Ant out of the game, you still got 2 dudes who can not only shoot the 3 and get Joker out the way, you got him who can move too. Joker's slow. Both of them can move. They got quick feet. So I feel like what they would have to do for Denver, he's gonna have to get healthy with Murray, and then Jokic's gonna have to he's gonna have to fight through both of them. Because like he said the other day, I wish I had two of me, which is what they do. They have two type of Jokic big bodies just thrown at him who are actually skilled players. What other teams don't have is two big bodies who are skilled. They have big bodies and they're thrown at them, but Jokic is just doing work. But you got both of these guys who can move their feet and are smart and is not gonna foul you. That's why you only had 80 points. Whenever you dropped 100 plus on the Lakers, who have more athletic players and stuff like that, they stopped Joker. And so with the Timberwolves, keep let Ant do what he do, but focus on Cat as well. You need Cat to have his confidence, like they were saying. Keep his confidence up. Ant's confidence is not going nowhere. I feel like Ant can have 15 and 10 and be okay as long as Cat has him. Then now you're good because you got Cat just as hype as he is at the end is in the playoffs. Oh yeah, it's over with that. You know what I'm saying? So I think just keep getting Cat ready for what's happening in the next round.
Bro, don't sleep on you talking about the bodies and stuff. We throw Kyle Anderson, Mr. Slow Mo himself.
Yeah.
Also played for Minnesota. Like you talk about a defender who's used to not playing fast. It's like that is the ultimate. I can pick up what Jokic is putting down type thing. I play the same way. Literally play the same way. It's just one is 7 foot. And that's really it. Like literally, if Kyle Anderson was 7 foot and bigger, he probably would have been a superstar himself too. But he's just 6'7", and he's got to play against like LeBron and them growing up. But it's like if he was 7 foot, played the same slow mo way, he would have murdered.
Yeah,
still like a point guard too. Again, they have another point guard on the court with them, so Edwards don't have to. Mm-hmm.
And honestly,
and if you if you go and look at the 3 assists by Jaden McDaniels, 8 by Kyle Anderson, 6 by Conley, 7 by Anthony Edwards, it was just that easy. Everybody get a piece of the pie.
Group effort.
It just
Phil, what do you got the series going to?
I think Denver going. I see the talent with Denver. I think it's going to be 4-2 though. I think Minnesota got that juice.
Minnesota?
Yeah, 4 Minnesota, 2 Denver.
And Coop?
I said 4-1.
4-1.
Face jealous.
Ross, what you got?
Man, 4-1.5. 4-1.
Minnesota?
Ooh, yeah, for sure.
Rain and temps 4-1. Ooh, okay.
That first game was bad, bro. And they didn't even have Gobert in second game.
Yeah,
and he still played bad. Like I don't know, man. It's looking. I'm giving them a game because they who they are, but that pick and roll. It's only for a game.
It's just they got momentum going, and I just feel like it's hard for them to stop. And with both of those teams, that's why I hope and I think it's gonna happen. But you got fucking the Timberwolves and OKC with all the momentum coming. That's gonna be a 7-game series. Like that is gonna be. I feel like that's gonna be crazy, wild. And I don't think Denver has that same momentum anymore. They won last year. They're not the same team. They just don't. They beat their foes, their kids. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers, which was their big thing. I feel like they got far enough. They're good. I don't.
And then Jamal Murray is supposedly hurt.
Right, and doing stupid stuff, throwing stuff like that's not a team that's ready for another championship.
He's frustrated.
Porter gonna have to step up big time, and I don't see him doing that. Like for the rest of the series, I don't see him taking the Murray spot. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him doing that.
I say Porter didn't have
a lot of shit going on in his life too.
I mean,
he got a lot of shit going on in his life, and that's why I don't think he will either. Yeah.
Oh right, the Porter fan.
Everything in me, yeah. Everything in me really wants to say Denver, but I can't say Denver. I don't know. I just have a feeling that everything's gonna go right for them. They'll get every call. Something's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't think that will. I hope that doesn't happen, but I feel like it will. But I'm gonna go say Minnesota 4-2. Minnesota 4-2. And that being said, who is the best player in the series?
Y'all know that young
Eddie
man.
Jordan,
Y'all
nigga.
know. Y'all know that young man.
The nigga who killed.
The, the, y'all know who it is.
I
And that's
say
crazy
Jokic
saying
still.
because it's
As of
Jokic.
today, I say as of today, it's still Jokic, the best player in the series. That's
Man,
just me.
right now, today, these playoffs,
Today, I'm still
and has
I'm
so
The
many
last,
drinking the
as
ways.
of right
juice.
now. Today,
last
I'm
today that means today,
series,
tomorrow, Wednesday, the rest of today. I
I'm
think
I'm
Jokic
I'm
is better.
drinking. I'm
Yeah,
drinking the
I'm on the ant.
juice, man.
I'm on the
I'm
ant.
drinking the juice.
On
He
the
got
ant. Hey,
Okay,
he gave him that
Ross,
Space
you said
Jam
Anthony
water.
Edwards, right?
what?
You
Yeah,
did. Okay,
he
just
beat
want to make
Kane,
sure.
bro. Now you beat Kane.
yes,
Okay.
you want to go for the European man? Come on, bro. Over the black man.
All right, Drake.
After we
So
handed it
with
to Drake. Come on, bro. It's
so
crazy.
with that being said,
Respect to Jokic. Respect to Jokic, but
Nah, he a
boy,
every
dog.
every player that y'all said was the best player in the series is the team that's going to win as well. So
Mm.
like Coop, Ross, um, and Phil all said Shea was the best in the series, having a winning. I said Luka, and that's why I think they're going to win. For New York, we all said Brunson.
Brunson.
Um, for the Celtics, we did that. It was Tatum and Derek White. You said Jalen Brown, though, right, Coop? But
Nah,
it
Tatum
doesn't
for
matter.
sure.
So I'm saying Tatum. Or you said Tatum. And then Minnesota, all choosing Ant. And I chose Jokic. So it's something
So you
interesting,
got
to look at. That when you're looking at the games, like you can probably ask, who is the best player on the court? Could that, what does that lead to them winning the game? Like no matter who it is around them, but I mean, that does matter. But that is something to keep in mind going forward. That like we all chose, almost all. I was out one out. The best player on the team to win the series.
that's
That
normally
being
the case.
said, go
But
ahead.
there's a
yeah,
LeBron James that fucked that theory up a lot. So I
Allen
mean,
Yeah,
Iverson
and that's the area I
sometimes.
grew up in.
right,
So I was like, huh.
Mhm.
right. So
Uh,
it's normally the case, but not
that being
factual.
said, let's piggyback off of that into the Minnesota Anthony Edwards to the new age of the NBA with all these young players, and more specifically, who should be the new face, the LeBron, the Jordan, who should be that, in your opinion? Think.
I think
I want to go
it'll be
first in this
most.
one. I think it's Anthony Edwards because it's already there. The man's already in commercials. The man already has a movie, and that people actually like him. He's not a bad actor. He's charismatic, where you can have a lot of people fall in love with him. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh no, I like that guy. He's funny. Got this smile. That's it. Weird, I know. But I think he could, and winning a championship this young could win two more after. He get 340. We're gonna be talking about Anthony Edwards. So I think he should be the face of the NBA. I think he will.
I was
Up for
saying
grabs.
multiple. I was saying multiple, like by choice. Think like they had like the
Okay.
Bird, Larry. I mean,
Oh,
Larry,
okay.
Larry Bird and
Yeah.
Jordan,
Yeah.
Magic. Have multiple.
Mhm.
So I think it's gonna be like a Tatum, Edwards, Shades and commercials as well. And they all gonna be in the forefront. I would love Bronson. I can't say Bronson, but I think it'll be Tatum, Shea, and they'll play Luka. They'll play and they'll put Wemby in there. They're gonna try to throw Wemby in there because he's the overseas face. So they're gonna do it by committee. I feel like until somebody steps up. I think it was crazy because think about it. Ja Morant was supposed to be that guy until he did all that dumbass shit.
Mm.
He really let Ant take his momentum and just run with it.
No,
But they be too mad at it. So hey, I think he got replaced. But if he can have a good season, maybe redeem himself a couple years, he might be in that same.
I'm with you, Coop. I feel like for the next 5 to 6, it's gonna be an open market, but it's gonna be like they're gonna be top tier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now we got to see, okay, who's gonna be winning? You know, who's gonna be winning championships? Who's gonna be winning the awards? Wemby, of course, is gonna be up there, and I feel because he's gonna be popular. If you don't get caught up, which I hope he don't. I
No,
want
for real.
Black man doing this thing,
They
but
almost caught him.
it's fun. he's been fun since he got into the league. He's cocky, but people like his cockiness. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. Shit. Not like, he's like, yeah, we fuck with you. You cool, and you backing it up, and you're humble with it too. So like, you got that. I feel like there would be like a with Wemby and was it Chet with
Shit.
OKC?
Yeah.
They're gonna
Right.
have. I hope they have a lot of good.
And rivalry, yeah, that would be
You know what I'm saying?
perfect for the league.
With I hope Ja and Ant-Man have rivalry. I hope there's more rivalry. Because, you know what I'm saying? With other teams, I feel like there's gonna be a lot more 2 and 3 young teams up together. Like if what's my boy name? Ice Train goes somewhere else, like Spurs or somewhere else where he can actually play and someone else together. Because he has an attitude too that people don't like. I like that. That where people it's gonna get a little chicken in this game. That's gonna bring. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's gonna be like I said, there's gonna be a committee of them that together next. I want to say 4 or 5 years is gonna be the next 1 year before anyone really starts saying because Tatum should have done it by now, honestly. If he hasn't, then it's like, and of course it's hard because you got Jaylen Brown pulling on you like right next to you, so you can't really have that. Oh, it's gonna be me.
Make more money.
Right.
He can't be the face. He can't be the face unless the Celtics win a championship and he leads them to it.
Yeah.
Because of Jaylen Brown there,
He needs
like
to win more than one.
and I agree. It like one might not do it because it's inevitably going to be like help coming along. Like he has to win a couple for it. So like no, he hasn't taken the reign. If he wasn't, he would have had to been scoring like 35, 40 points a game or whatever, which it ain't really they Celtics way.
Right.
Do you so do you have is there one for you, Phil? Is it collective? Is it one player that you think is going to be a new face?
It's a collective. Honestly, I think they trying to push right now Shy, but I think they really want Shy to be it. Especially he in the MVP race with Embiid and Jokic, so they really want him to be the face, which is why they forced that commercial with Chet Holmgren. Like they're trying to push it. I think inevitably it's going to be Anthony Edwards because, like you say, all the charisma and charismatic it's won over folks already, and then his athleticism and the way he played is appealing to the eye. So, but then you got to think about the other ones that they've tried before too. That's going to be good. Like they're going to have stakes and claim. Like Paolo, they would have no problem being the face of the league. Like they wanted to push his agenda coming out of high school. If he gets on a good team like a Cade Cunningham, you know what I mean? Like they have some players that
Wemby
love. And I was going to end on Wemby. Wemby is going to be the face of the league.
Unless he just trash. Unless he just fall off somewhere, somehow he's going to be the face of the league.
He's going to be, and he was going to be my last person. Like, and Wemby at the end of the day, at the end of the decade or however you like, it's probably going to be him, barring injuries, because you've seen it, but he's unanimous Rookie of the Year. Like they've already kind of got it. He was the next unicorn. He just got to stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
And I'm gonna piggyback off, like lead that into this question I've been thinking about. Will there, because there's a lot of young rising stars out there, and they're all on different teams, and I love that. All across the NBA, mainly in the West though. But do you think there will ever be dynasties again still? Because everyone's getting better in basketball. Everyone's getting so much better that everyone's playing against great teams. Of course, you still need rosters to make the teams. But how there was 3-0 runs, like three-peats and whatnot. Like, I feel like the league has gotten so much better all around that it's hard. Like Denver's showing it. It's hard to consistently win. It's always been hard to consistently win, but now more so than ever because you can have a 25-point lead at the second half. It means nothing. Everyone is just getting better around the NBA. That will there ever be a chance for any of these young stars to take that step lead, be in the conversation with LeBron, Michael, because they're winning 4 or 5 rings? I don't know because I feel like the NBA is getting so much better now more so than ever before. It's not like just the 80s and 90s how they were playing basketball. We can talk about that later. But I think because of the players are getting so great now, I think I don't know if we can gonna see a three-peat again or even a dynasty again. What
So
y'all
what
think?
is the what are you saying the dynasty era is? A three-peat or out of like
A
4 out of 5?
dynasty would be
Three out of four, in my
for me
opinion. 3 out of 4.
3 out of 5. Yeah, and it's
Three out
the
of
same core
5.
people.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not
Yeah.
like we switched it up.
Now
Yeah,
I think that's inevitable at some point
Same.
that will happen. I feel like it will because like let's say you take Boston, they could have done that these last couple of years. Honestly, they fell off or whatever with coaching. Like let's say in a perfect world, what's his,
Amen.
yeah, he stayed there, right? I think that would have happened. You know what I'm saying? They would have won 2 or 3 out of with the same team. Looking how the West looks and looking how what happened in the East and everybody falling apart, being hurt. They could have done that. They had the same team, but they've been there. So I feel like that is possible. Now my next thing is with the same team. I'm not sure. I can see players winning 4 or 5 or whatever, but with other teams now because their
Now,
contract, unless you're gonna be like a shy
that's tough.
that you're OKC and they were not gonna let you go. But most players, most teams aren't gonna be like that. I feel like I can see players now. They won 2 or 3, did their thing. All right, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave. We're gonna leave because now that's kind of what they're doing now. You get more money that way, and the teams aren't binding with
Retire
having
earlier.
you for 8, 10, 8, 9 years,
Yeah,
and you only give us a good 6. So I
good
think
point.
that's so.
Homegrown luck. Homegrown luck. You're going to have to get some young players that you're going to have to hit off on. And then contractually, it's going to have to line up where you can keep all of them. We just seen the blueprint with Golden State. You need a Draymond Green to slide to the second round that you pick up that just magically is now an all NBA player. Like you kind of need that. The Rockets is hoping for that blueprint. We have so many young players. If 3 of them players hit off, we're in contention. Like if they can find a way to win the Super, then you can win 3 out of 4. Not saying that the Rockets are. I'm saying that's the blueprint we're trying to go. You know what I mean? Like that's how you can see it. So it's inevitable that there's going to be a one coming down the line. It's just going to be more difficult because what's stopping it is going to be the random teams going to get put together just by trades or contracts or whatever, and it's going to be make it hard for that
Clippers.
1 year to just come through. You see what I mean? It's going to be a lot more of those that's going to happen because people aren't happy because they weren't winning. And like I said, it's going to take a strong team with that core and that coach, and that we came up through the slums, through our teams being bad, because we done built it up. You know what I mean? They got all those battle scars with that because the Warriors got that. I mean, I hate talking nice about the Warriors, but I mean they did that. If
Yeah.
you missed it. They worked their way up. They built that roster for Steph and
Ellis,
Clay and
boy.
Draymond. Like got rid of Monte Ellis when it wasn't like you know what I mean? Like to make way for these players need minutes. They need shots. You know what I'm saying? Like David Lee out of the starting lineup, Draymond Green like stacked it together. Then you get your core, and then it can flourish. But I mean, they didn't rest on their laurels either. They had to go get a Kevin Durant because even that wasn't enough. You get what I'm saying? Like you just it takes a lot to do it, and I think we will see one coming down the pipeline, a really super solid team. Because I mean, I'm looking at some of these young teams now. I'm like, yeah, if they find a way to keep it together, they're gonna be a problem for a long time. And don't let mess around and win the championship, and one of these players become a
Yeah,
superstar.
said that about the Kings, and
Not really though.
we just thought the Kings are going.
They didn't have the pieces.
I
Like,
thought they
Yeah,
did.
it's complete.
Me and Brandon both thought
But
that they had
what
everything.
what you got,
They were
Coop?
fun. They were fun.
I would say I agree with Phil. I think it's gonna happen that way, but I think it's gonna happen like like the Heat too, like the big three. It's gonna happen. These players, they're all friends. They play AAU together. They about to be playing on the USA team together. They're gonna get more friendship going on. Some like Phil said, they're gonna be somebody gonna be losing. Everybody can't win. Somebody gonna be losing. Hey, maybe go ahead to the East. One of these big market teams that have the cap, they're gonna pay out. They're gonna be able to pay all of us, or they're gonna go win us a few championships. It's gonna. I feel like it's inevitable. Like Ross said as well. It's going to happen again. We just don't know how it's going. It could be the way Phil's saying. Like I think OKC could be that, or the Rockets, or somebody that they work their way up. They grow these players and they go win a championship on some young contracts and be able to keep the players. Or I think it can happen like the big three. Go to a big market team. They're gonna pay everybody, and we're gonna go. Do what we do.
Or non-big three like the Knicks, like what you were saying earlier. Actually, when you said that, I was like the Knicks. All the people
the
that
Knicks
play for
too, yeah.
I like
Villanova.
to see Jimmy Butler on that team.
I don't know. I don't know if Josh Hart gonna do that for 3 years. Like, he ain't gonna, nigga.
I was in the championship, but I'm just saying,
No, yeah,
like,
for sure.
when you say AAU, I was like, I didn't think about like they played ball before
Yeah,
and
play
then made
ball
it to the
together,
league.
yeah.
Like, hey, we're gonna come back together and hoop. It's like we already got a rapport. It's not a new team. You know what I mean?
I agree. All right, so that's all I had for the agenda. Is there anything else that y'all want to add, talk about? Floor is open. There was that conversation. I'm not sure if I want to retouch that or do it another time. I wrote down about exactly what you're talking about, the college players coming in together. Is like, we're going to see more of that, most likely, maybe because college players are going to be playing longer. NIL. We can touch that basis now or next time.
I wanted to pick back off of that and connect to what Coop has said with the AAU, because that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, they may have played college together, but a lot of these players have been knowing each other their whole life. Like, they've been on a certain market team. Like, even with like
travel teams.
Melo, LeBron, they've been playing without their dads. They've been playing together basketball and knowing each other through tournaments and stuff like that. By the time you do that your whole life, you go play college for a couple years, you go to the NBA. Like, years of college are not going to count compared to the 18 years of hooping with the guy and knowing their tendencies like that. I feel like players, the stuff are going to look at, oh, we drafted so and so. Okay, well then here we got so and so. They've been hooping together. We need a guard. Why not go out and get a guard? They might not get. They play together and work. I mean, shit. Honestly, little brother should be on the phone.
Your audio is breaking in and out. You need to get closer to your phone or put some headphones on. Your audio is breaking in and out.
Oh damn.
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
I heard Dave Giannis brother you gotta say that.
Right.
Giannis brother should be on it, nigga. And that's the reason.
Next time, put your AirPods in, bro.
And high school together is a reason too.
Gotcha. Phil, Cooper, anything you want to add on to that? Oh, y'all said everything I need to say.
I agree. Yes, gotcha.
Yeah, no, right. I agree. I mean, it's smart. I mean, NBA is a copycat league anyway, so if it's working for somebody gonna try to recreate it. So I'm pretty sure they're looking
the
at
players need to be good enough to do it, not just because it's like y'all can be that for college, but like if it is, and y'all not gonna be all good enough for that. So it does that.
But you gotta know
also
your
your
role
role
too, though.
Know your role. That's what I'm saying.
Know your role.
Yo, it could work. Know your role. But cool. All right, that's
Josh
all
knows
I
his
have.
role. That nigga knows his role for sure.
Honestly.
And that's the bottom
line. So
Josh Hart
appreciate y'all for listening. Appreciate y'all, Coop, Phil, Ross, for talking. And until next time, that will be it. Let's see. And recording.
Peace, y'all.
On his 24 and a half hour break.
All right.